And welcome to this edition of Biker Angle, 8/28 of 2018. Before we get into news, got a lot of stuff to go over right now. This afternoon, we're going to have part 1 of the Milpera Massacre. Now, for those that don't know what that is, it was a shootout on Father's Day. It was in a suburb southwest of Sydney, I believe, in New South Wales. And it was something that really led to the bikie laws, or the Vlad laws as they call them in Australia. So that's going to be the first part of Motorcycle Madhouse, the first part of it's going to be on today's Motorcycle Madhouse. And on Saturday, we got a big Motorcycle Madhouse coming out. We have the Chicago Confederation of Clubs is going to be coming on, giving their side of the story to the last Chicago boss and their feelings about everything that went on. I always tell people there's always two sides of the story. And don't make up your mind until you hear both sides of that story. Now, you had the AOA side of it. Now, this is the actual Confederation of Clubs side of the story. And there's a lot of information that comes out in this podcast coming Saturday that I think a lot of people that are going to want to hear. And, you know, it's going to dispel a lot of freaking rumors that were put out on the internet, explain a lot of things. And, again, this is something that was very rare to happen. And this should be telling you a whole lot that it's rare and they want to get their side of the story out. And it's for protection for everybody out there on the internet before you get involved in something that you don't really know about. And yeah, it's going to be a fucking barn burner, let me tell you. Also, a lot of stuff in there. And I want you to pay attention to the end of the interview where the Confederation of Clubs, and I want to put this out there, they speak on 99%er clubs. And this is something that I know Black Dragon was tore up on. Because somebody went out there saying 99%ers are bullshit, never heard of them. And, you know, Black Dragon caught all kinds of fucking hell about that. And you know what? Go over to his channel. He really does good with the community. He puts out a freaking service, something he don't need to do, but he does. And after that incident, all kinds of people came out of the woodworks, and it had implications on the street as well. You know, a lot of people had to be explained what 99% protocol was. It wasn't going against 1%ers, blah, blah, blah. And this was all started because somebody says, well, I never fucking heard of them. I never heard of 99%er clubs. Where the hell did that shit come from? Well, again, that shit came from Chicago. 1960s. That was the DC Eagles. They've been wearing that patch shit since then. And the Confederation of Clubs, they come on and dispel that myth in a heartbeat. So, shout out to Black Dragon, and hope that helps you out, buddy, with the Confederation of Clubs coming out and backing up your statements and all that good stuff as far as 99%er clubs existing, and there is 99% protocol. But let's get into some of the news today. Some good stuff coming out here. First off, from the Waco Tribune, I love Tommy Witherspoon. If you don't know who Tommy Witherspoon is, he's been one of the only reporters that has covered the Waco Twin Peaks shooting between the Bandidos and Kazakhs that happened back in 2015. Something that's still going on today. And I'm actually working on an article right now, and there's only been one person that has come to trial in this whole deal, and it's been a mistrial, and that was Jake. The rest of them, it's been put off and put off and put off. Now, you want to talk about, a violation to a, right to speedy trial. It's going to be going on damn near 4 freaking years next year when all this comes up. So, here's Tommy. He has an article out on this today. An attorney for a biker, Tom Modesto Mendez, did not file a motion to recuse 19th State District Judge Ralph Struther as expected Monday, but he filed a variety of other motions, including one seeking to quash the indictment. Now, Struther, he shouldn't even be on this case. He's so far up Raina's ass, it's unreal. They had a partnership, I believe, together, and if you think Chicago politics are bad, after everything that happened in Waco, they take the cake over the Democratic machine, man, them good old boys down there. They're all intermingled with each other. Intermingled. It's unreal down there. Struther and court officials had made preparations for attorney Jamie Pena to file a motion to recuse the judge after Pena said he could not be prepared for a scheduled September 10th trial setting in Mendez's Twin Peaks case. While Pena did not file the recusal motion, he said late Monday afternoon that he has up until 10 days before trial to file the recusal motion. Should he decide to do so, Struther set a Monday as the deadline for standard pretrial motions to be filed. Pena declined comment on the motions and would not reveal if he intends to try to remove Struther from the case. He said Friday that he would file a recusal motion on Monday. In anticipation of the motion, Struther contacted the regional administrative judge to see if an expedited recusal hearing could be held. Struther has pretrial hearing Mendez's case set for Thursday. Mendez, the Bandido San Antonio chapter president, is charged with riot, a first-degree felony, in the May 2015 biker brawl at Twin Peaks that left 9 dead and 20 injured. Mendez would be the second Twin Peaks defendant to stand trial. The trial of Jacob Carzal, the Dallas chapter president of the Bandidos, ended up in a hung jury and mistrial. Now, that was funny on that mistrial. Everybody but one voted for acquittal. And the one that voted for a guilty, he wanted to find him guilty, was a guy that had deep ties to the Kazakhs. And he even told the judge before this trial even started off that he was not going to freaking vote for acquittal. Before even hearing any evidence, any of that shit, he said he wouldn't vote for acquittal. So what kind of justice is that? Now, if he was off that jury and somebody else in his place that should have been on that, jury, since he was already biased, Jake would have been found not guilty. So what kind of justice is that where a judge allows a jury like that on this case? And again, this is set case law in Texas, man. This is in the Texas law books now, because people can't believe that 177 people were arrested without proper investigation. It's a mess down in Texas. And people, you need to start talking about it, because this is just it's a Gestapo action that happened down there. And without us talking about it, without us telling our reps and keeping them bastards freaking accountable, shit like this is always going to go on. Look at I'll get into that later in this broadcast. But look at what the hell they're doing to the President of the United States. You can tell it's a damn hunt. You can tell they're not even hiding in it. But that's justice in America. So if they can do this to the President of the United States, you're goddamn well bet they can do it to you and me. So remember that. Next time you're sitting on your fucking couch watching football or something, not getting involved, or, not going out there to vote in the midterms, because in the midterms, they came out with a list, the Democrats yesterday. Everything they want to fucking do. And you know what it is? It's nothing but investigation after investigation after investigation. They don't want to help you as the American people. They want their fucking power back. They're power-hungry motherfuckers. But anyway, in his motion to quash, Pena alleges the indictment should be thrown out as unconstitutional for vagueness and overbreath. You figure, with the way them fucking yahoos are handling this shit? You know, Struther granted Pena a continuance earlier this month from August 27th trial setting, but Pena said that extension was not long enough for him to prepare for trial, leading court officials to expect him to file the recusal motion. So, yeah, it's fucking a kangaroo court down there. You know, you might as well, you got 2 judges on this fucking shit. Both have ties to the freaking district attorney, who's already been fucking routed in the in his primary. And that should tell you, hey, put all the fucking cases off until a new district attorney goes over everything, like Gary Johnson said he would if he wins this general election. Let these guys go over everything. You already dismissed over freaking, let's see, you only got 25 left now? 25 guys left out of 177. The rest were dismissals. So you tell me, really, is this really fair? Anyway, Oklahoma City. One person is dead after a long police pursuit through the metro overnight. Oklahoma City police say they tried to pull over a motorcycle near Southwest 29th and Walker late Monday night. The driver of that motorcycle reportedly refused to pull over and fled. Police say the biker reached speeds of more than 100 miles per hour during the pursuit. The suspect eventually crashed into another car in the I-235 construction zone near Northeast 50th Street. The biker was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The people in the other car were not injured, thank God. Police have yet to release the identity of the biker. Well, that just shows you, man. Don't fucking, unless you got a freaking Busa or something like that, where you get up to like 200 miles an hour and smoke them suckers. You don't want to be running from the fucking police. They got them radios, technology and shit. This ain't Smokey and the fucking Bandit anymore. So, yeah, don't do that shit. Now, the next story is one where it kind of ties into the Waco thing, where is there justice in America anymore? And this is one subject I really agree on Trump with, and that is about the government taking confidential informants, rats, as everybody calls them, and using them against people to get a conviction. And the reason why I say that is when look at what happened to Pike and Portillo. When you're looking at life in prison, or you're looking like that fucking rat fucking national enforcer they had he flipped. And when you flip, you make up all kinds of fucking stories just to save your ass. And that is something that should not be allowed. It should be fact-based. Not fucking the word of rats that are freaking facing some hardcore time. How is that the facts? That should be reasonable doubt right there for a jury. There should be no question in that. Because the reasonable doubt comes up when you got this dumb shit rat motherfucker trying to save his ass, so he's going to tell any story he can. So how is that the facts? That's reasonable doubt right there, people. So, Christie, that fat fuck from New Jersey, pushes back on Trump call to outlaw flipping. That's the way our system is supposed to work. Well, last time I checked, our system's supposed to work based on facts. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie is pushing back against President Trump's statement that flipping witnesses should be outlawed in criminal cases. Quote, "That's the way our system is supposed to work," Christie, a former federal prosecutor, said on ABC News' This Week Sunday Morning. It would be wrong to outlaw that, but we have to make sure our prosecutors act responsibly and get corroborating evidence. That may be what the Southern District of New York is trying to do. Yeah, just like Reyna, that fucking prick down in Texas tried to do, right? That's the kind of prosecutors that you got in charge of these types of things. Yeah, Christy, you're a fucking blowhard idiot, man. Go eat another fucking donut, you cocksucker. I hate you, fucking Christy. You know, besides that, he don't like fucking weed, and you know what? He thinks it's the devil's drug and shit like that. But fuck Christy. Anyway, Trump said last Thursday that flipping should be outlawed after his former lawyer Michael Cohen took a plea deal 2 days earlier. Yeah, he pleaded deal to a crime that didn't exist. Can anybody explain that to me? Why the fuck would you cop to a crime that wasn't a crime in the first place? Oh, that's right. You got Lanny Davis, who's Clinton's freaking longtime ally, as your fucking lawyer, you douchebag. Yeah, we see who's pulling the strings. Have you ever noticed that Clinton's hands are into everything? They're into everything, man. You know, Jesus Christ, man, people. Anyway, Cohen pleaded to 8 charges, including 1 campaign finance violation, in which the president is also implicated, according to Cohen's lawyer, Lanny Davis, which he's not implicated. Paying a fucking hooker or paying a damn fucking porn star is not campaign finance violations when you pay out of your own pocket, you idiots. Davis also suggested there may be no corroborating evidence to accompany Cohen's testimony that the president ordered him to violate campaign finance law. Well, there you go. His own attorney went on days before last week saying that, hey, Trump ordered it to him. Well, it turns out that Davis was the unidentified source in the CNN and Washington Post reporting. Go figure. And now they don't have any corroborating evidence to his statement. So Cohen is nothing but a piece of shit rat trying to fucking save his ass. I think that one of the things that the president fundamentally misunderstands is that comment that he made is that responsible prosecutors, who knows, okay, we really have responsible prosecutors? Really? They're all out there to fucking make the next conviction any which way they can. So how are they responsible? You got a whole DOJ full of fucking these cocksuckers. Now, you got Bruce Orr testifying right now behind closed doors. And he's the one who masterminded the whole setup on Trump. And he was a DOJ official that shouldn't have had anything to do with the FBI or any of their investigations. It was a damn setup from the beginning. And you don't think that it can happen to freaking regular Joe Mo like us? Come on, responsible prosecutors, my ass. Which I considered myself to be one. You don't just listen to someone who flips, you corroborate them, Christie said. Yeah, this is from the fucking guy who closed down a whole bridge traffic jam to try to fucking, pressure our mayor and shit into making sure they vote for him or some shit like that. Yeah, responsible fucking prosecutor you are, Christie. You have to bring in other evidence because obviously that person has told different stories at different times. Exactly! It's reasonable doubt! They shouldn't even be allowed in a courtroom. My God! Anyway, that's the news today, guys. Right now with the book, and I'm proud to say it, it's sold out! Right now the Kindle version's available, and I'm told the second printing is going to be happening in the next 3 or 4 days. So let's give it to Monday for the next printing. And once that happens, a week later, they're going to be sending me all the books that I need. And I'll be offering them for sale online for personalized signatures, all that good shit. And I'll mail them out. But that was good news on the new Age of Biking Brotherhood. It has sold out. And come Monday, we'll have the second print going in. But right now, you can get it through Kindle. But with the Kindle version, the photos ain't in there, and, you know, at the ending of all the club stuff that I was in, and so that's just a decision you might want to make. I know there's a deal, I think they said, that if you buy the book and then you get the Kindle version for like half off or some shit. But that's really up to you guys what you want to do. I appreciate all the orders with the books. And all that money is going to be used to go back into Motorcycle Madhouse. Because like I said, we're at 2 days a week with Motorcycle Madhouse. I would like to get it Monday through Friday. So all the book purchase money is going right to that. So we can go 5 days a week with Motorcycle Madhouse. And eventually, our whole goal is to either get a channel on Sirius or, you know, do some more on YouTube. But with that, everybody enjoy their day. You got any questions, go ahead, shoot me that email at cubbiesrock1973. And you all stay safe out there, and talk to you tomorrow.